And as you're probably hearing the clicking as I'm finishing off checking which places and spaces it is actually going live, it is. So welcome and hello, good morning and everything, or evening to those that are watching from international. It's Ros Bounty Psychic Medium here, ready to do the Daily Lenormand card spread reading. So tune into your psychic senses, abilities, the messages you're getting from Spirit, and we'll go straight into it because I've got a day of volunteering again today. I love doing the paint shop. Anyway, here we have the 2 extra cards that I'm doing now, as well as the card spread. So we've got amazing things will happen with the owl cards. Isn't it beautiful, that owl in flight? I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I sit that there ready in its gorgeous little stand. See the little stand that I've got it sitting there on my table already, and that stays there for the day. And this one here is the dog. So you deserve friendship, loyalty and support. Feel the unconditional love that surrounds you, and that's the one I'm going to focus on, is that unconditional love surrounding me. Beautiful cards that Leanne and Deb have created, and that is this set. Hold on. And they're at Leanne's innersoulguidance.com.au website. You can order those. So there we have that beautiful card. Now, this is the set that I'm using as our card readings that I use every day. So here we go. What I've got is, I forgot to switch over to that. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Trina. Lovely to see you here as well. So I'll get into the reading and probably just summarise the good mornings and stuff afterwards. I'll get straight into it. So we've got the cross. We've had a few things shift around in this spread today because we've had the cross and the heart in yesterday's, I'm pretty sure. So actually, I'm going to look that up because it's interesting that it has popped up, and I'm sure that they've shifted around. Oh, actually, it was the cross and the heart that we've had, and they've just swapped around from yesterday. So we've got the cross in the home space, we've got the moon in the workspace, we've got labyrinth in the unexpected, the anchor is in your role, and the heart is the central space and place that's taking up in the spread, which is the outcome or the start, whichever way you want it, or the central piece. Good morning, Veronica. Lovely to see you here too. Good morning. So with the cross in our home space, it's the responsibilities that we're taking up. Who do you feel responsible for? What's happening around you in your home space? Are there people that you really, is there parents that are trying to tell you what to do, or you're trying to get your kids to do things? You're picking up after them instead of asking them to pick up after themselves. It could be as simple as that. So, as far as the physical living standards and ways that you're living in your home, it could be specifically the relationships and getting on with other family or even friends. It can be that too, because most people do behave hospitably and ask friends in for coffees and stuff too. So it's the realm of it. And I suppose too the fact that there are some restrictions coming back in again for those in Victoria, a lot that are in now, Victoria, and who knows where else that might happen in Australia. We've just got to trust and sit in that energy of, look, things will sort out as they do, and just know that whatever we're going to be learning from it, that we learn it well, so that it's not something that's a repeat exercise, that type of thing. We don't want to keep repeating the same lesson over and over and over and over. So keep moving through it, trusting in what your intelligence was, what was putting in my head just then too, but the intuition, what you're getting is your gut feeling and messages. So live in that space with confidence that what does sort out is going to be exactly what you're needing, and stepping in the faith with it. And Oh, there you go. Sorry, Sarah. I'm looking at that and seeing that, and so you're running late. The water ran out in the shower, and you had to go and swap your gas bottles over for the hot water. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing, but yes, you should have known. Maybe. Who knows? And Shaz, good morning to you too. So, from that type of what is our home space, you've had some interesting ones and should have trusted your feelings there, Sarah. And we're moving into the workspace where the moon is. Now, the moon is about cycles, it's a body of dirt and whatever it is that's circulating, that orbits, moves around our planet. So, it is our moon and it's moving through its cycles because it doesn't waver from its path. It just has that energy of solidity and reliability and the knowing. We've got things that we know that goes through cycles, even in our works, situations. Some stuff really is just repetitive, and you just need to get on and get it done. If it needs to be something that's changed up or changed around a little bit, then tweak it so that it is moving it on instead of having to sit in the moon energy all the time. See the mechanisms we do in our business or our workspaces have that control, that we do have choices that we can control some of the things that are happening. But at the moment for today, it's going to have a bit of that moon energy and feeling of repetitiveness. So, work on it if you want to shift it. Okay, if it's okay to actually be in that, it is okay to be in that space to get other mundane type repetitive things done. And a system, some stuff does operate from a system, which is a little different to the unexpected that we're going to have with the labyrinth, because yes, even though it's mapped out, as we know the mazes are, and in this case the labyrinth, we can come up with those dead ends, or come across those dead ends that we're going to bump into or need to turn back, retrace steps, try a different pathway. That comes in unexpectedly, and that could be in your workspace and it could be in your home space. How often do you need to tell your kids to tidy their room, type of thing? I know over the years, it's been many, many, many years, many, many times that it had to be said. Was it done? Oh, goodness, look. And that's the follow-up that we do, and what we drop is the responsibility, and what we don't, make them take up their own chores and responsibilities. And that's the same for all different tasks in different situations, whether it's workmates that you're needing to ask to pick up their what they're doing to a different level, or change what they're doing. All of those types of things. So that's where I'm seeing the labyrinth sitting in the pattern of our reading today. And with the anchor, we need to be the steadying influence of ourselves, calming our own waters, calming others if necessary. That's what I'm feeling there. And certainly keeping that steadying influence throughout our day in whatever way it needs to. Whether it's because outside I've actually got darkish grey clouds, and is it going to be stormy or not? Sometimes we can't predict it, and we just need to be ready to pull up and move on to the next space that's going to give us that safe haven. So I'm feeling that we are our role is to be a bit more that steadying influence today. So if you feel things starting to get a bit rocky, breathe into it and just let the energies start to settle. And I'm just watching a YouTube video that was advised to me called The Earthing Movie, and I've only just started to watch that while I was waiting to start, and I thought, wow, this is going to be interesting. So, grounding and setting our feet in our bare feet in Mother Earth, on Mother Earth, to actually allow us to ground. And I'm feeling that connection as well, even though an anchor is more in watery situations, in water situations, but you can anchor anything by tying a rope, grounding, digging a hole, putting it in firmly, posts and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking there, to actually anchor and ground. So in whatever way it needs to be for you, that's your role today. And of course, over the whole arena of what our reading is today, it is love, because that's where I like to live my life, is with that purpose of it is unconditional love. And especially having the dog as the card from this one, the inner guidance. What a wonderful connection, that unconditional love, and really trusting in that and bringing that forward to our focus. actually making it a focus to have that love, that unconditional love as our outcome for the end of the day, that we know, wow, I just feel what a great day. Or start from that space and place. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling around these cards for today. You can certainly let me know, put it in the comments that are there, what you feel around the card spread this morning and all that you're receiving as well. Good morning, Keza. I'm just going to go through these. So good morning, Julia. Lovely to have you here. And Deirdre and Kat, beautiful little avatars. I love them all. Good morning. Oh, mothing. Hey, I like that. Good morning. It's wonderful. So in whatever way that you're stepping through your day, do it with that unconditional love as the base and really feel that at your heart center. Moving into the space of what is, and it being you, being the best you. So thank you for watching my regular daily Lenormand card spread reading. I'm so happy to be back into them regularly and sharing this time and space with you. So share out that I do these in the mornings for any others that you feel it might benefit. Continue to tune into your guidance and your intuitive senses at any point. And you can, in some senses it can be switched on and off, but you'll know from your intuitive senses when you need to be using it. So there you go. I'm off to happy volunteering and painting today, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm doing a helicopter today, so it's good fun. And love to see you tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock as well. So thank you for being here. Be the best you, and namaste. Bye for now.